everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to have a look at the software synthesizer DXed, or Dexed if you like. Now this is a software implementation of the Yamaha DX7, which was a very influential synthesizer in the 1980s. Indeed, if you listen to pretty well any 1980s track, chances are a DX7 preset will be hiding in there somewhere, or not even hiding. Some of the sounds are so famous that they really characterize the 80s in their own way. The synthesizer has 32 preset slots, which the sounds that were generally used the whole time. The synthesizer engine behind it was vast. Now, the VST has been out on desktop for many years, but has only recently, in the last year or so, been ported to iOS. Currently, £3.99. You can see from the screen here, it's a little bit more complicated, shall we say, than the synthesizer. What you're being exposed to here, rather than the nice simple interface, is actually the monster that is the synthesizer engine. Yes, it's certainly going to be a challenge to program. Not that people haven't, because there's thousands of them. So, you know, people are programming it, but it's not for the faint-hearted, and it's certainly not a beginner synth to program. What I want to do today is just whiz through those famous presets which come with DXed and have a talk about the synth itself. Now, it has had a bit of a reputation for being a little bit buggy, and so far today it's working fine for me, although the issues of scrolling up and down the page, you need two fingers to do this. I found it can be a little bit hit and miss. But if we go into the cart option, this is where you can basically select all the different sounds which are available. And you know, these are all the packs that people have actually provided. And inside each of these packs is normally a full bank of 16 or 32 patches. So you can quite easily see there's a heck of a lot there. But what we want to look at in here is the original Yamaha and then the DX7 ROM1. So if we select that, and this is where the challenge begins of trying to actually scroll down to where the close is. Hopefully now, if we see in the patch browse at the bottom, we've got the 32 original Yamaha DX7 patches. So let's have a listen to them. Now, just for clarity, I've got no other effects going on here. I've got a Blackhole waiting in the wings just in case things will be improved with it. But these are the patches as they have been provided. So the first one is Brass One. Let's give this the benefit of some Blackhole, shall we? And go full on power ballad. Orchestral chimes. Now, the tubular bells sound is definitely one which has been used in many different places. If you think of the beginning of the soundtrack to Top Gun, so yeah, that's a quick skim through the original DX7 sounds, which I captured within the Dexed iOS synthesizer. It's quite a nice synth to play around with if you're looking for those 1980s sounds. There's lots and lots of different ROMs which have been... Is that loaded in? It's not the easiest interface to work with, but as you can see, I just loaded a different cartridge and there's 32 more different sounds. Some of them overlap. Oh, we got cowbells. Everybody likes a cowbell, apparently. I guess the only issue with having so many sounds that are in all these different packs is it's very difficult to know what you've got in there, really. You know, unless you're aware of a specific sound that's tucked away. I'm desperately sort of double clicking on things, hoping that it's actually selected it. Power synth. Electric guitar. So that sounds same as that. So yeah, there's a lot of options of sounds in there, but unless you actually know what you're looking for and where it is, you can spend a lot of time listening to lots of random patches without any sort of clue as to whether you're getting any closer to the one you're after or not. 12-string guitar. But anyway, all I wanted to do was have a quick peer into the Dexed synthesizer, which, as I say, is £4, £3.99 on the App Store at the moment. Good for some of those 1980s sounds that you've heard before and would like to play around with or use in your own tracks, but not the most accessible synth to go along and program. As I mentioned, it's not entirely without its bugs. I had about 3 attempts before I started this video just to actually get the scrolling to work. You need to use 2 fingers on the screen to scroll it up and down, but sometimes the screen just seems to lock out and you can't do anything with it. That's regardless of the control thing here. If you're after those particular sounds, it's great, but there's other synths that can do similar things as well, and which are more easy to manipulate. And certainly the actual interface on the screen is busy, to say it politely. So I hope that was helpful. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button, and if you're not already, please do subscribe. And if you've got any questions, please leave them in the comment section below, and I shall see you in the next video. Cheers for now.